was black and white. That was a cool transition.
Yeah, I love the opening. I think it's like a great homage to the classics.
I was actually reading up.
You can tell because there's an angry mob.
Apparently, Stephen Sommers is a hugely massive fan of the Universal classics.
Oh, I can tell because his movies are just as good as the classics.
Oh, it's the Mummy!
It's alive! Now I know what it feels like to be God.
Was it censored because he said he was a god?
Yep. Back in the 30s, that's illegal.
This is supposed to be Dracula?
This is Dracula.
I hate it. When's the last time that, like, Dracula wasn't in command of Frankenstein? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like...
That's his thing. That's his shtick.
Yeah, but, like, why did that become his shtick?
He has mind control. Frankenstein's just a dead guy.
Dracula has an earring.
Ah, conventional mean of attack.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, I didn't like that either.
I do like that. What do you mean?
It looked bad.
It looks great.
His
jaw opened up.
Yeah, so did the mummies. Yeet.
That was a good one.
That's more action than all 3 House movies combined had.
There was that time that Dracula threw a vase at the Wolfman. Why does he have a mechanical leg?
Hand it to the window! Come on!
Also, in classic tradition, all of the villagers are easily swayed.
Is fire a conventional mean of attack?
Is he growing?
I think so. Is he the Scorpion King? What the shit? What's Brendan Fraser's character in Doom Patrol?
Robot Man?
Yeah, he looks like that.
Does look like Robot Man. Shocking lack of Brendan Fraser in this, 0 out of 10.
Oh, after watching the 2 Mummy movies, I'd harshly disagree. No, Brendan Fraser's probably a good thing.
I think he's one of the better parts of those movies. So he's like a robot.
I don't like this design of Frankenstein at all.
Or
actually.
no, a cyborg.
He's also an opera singer? Really strong vocal cords that Victor gave him, huh?
Well, I really like the 6th Harry Potter movie.
Where did that gear come from?
I don't know why they're upset.
What are they doing?
Acting.
Are they, though?
Yeah, I guess. Why do the wives care more than he does?
Dude,
Because they're dramatic.
1 year later in
Is it 'cause
Paris.
they're women?
Oh, yeah, because that's exactly how posters peel.
Alan Silvestri of Avengers fame did this.
He also did Back to the Future.
Alright, maybe on accident, I'm judging the soundtrack by this one track.
Is that a motorcycle?
That's a
No,
woman.
it's a dead woman.
How did you convince that for a motorcycle?
This looks like a video game.
It kind of is.
What the fuck?
Is it the Wolfman?
No, he's in this, though.
Well,
So the big 3 are in this.
Who plays the Wolfman?
The character is not Larry Talbot, it's just a curse that goes around.
Mary Talbot.
Barry
It's a woman.
Talbot, yeah.
Jekyll? It is. That's Hyde.
Wow, he looks just as good as he did in the last movie.
He just looks like a CGI version of the League version. Why? Why is he the Hulk?
He looks like...
Hyde is not the Hulk.
In the book, he grows 10 feet tall.
He doesn't. He becomes
I
a
know.
dwarf.
You're the great Van Helsing.
You're a deranged psychopath.
Alright, his most defining trait is not deranged psychopath, it's 10 feet tall the Hulk.
It's those sideburns.
That was gross.
That actually makes me want to throw up.
Dual wielding! What is it with Stephen Sommers and having the main guy dual wield all the time?
I mean, that's
makes
his
them cool.
only good part of the movies.
Yeah, it makes them cool. You're not cool unless you're dual wielding.
I agree completely.
Oh, he has
Why are you switching to a melee weapon when he's like...
Spider-Man.
Shoot
I like
him!
Spider-Man.
Is he cutting through the bell?
Cutting through the floor. Not a smart thing to do, really. Ah, he's still in the bell.
That was clever. Cut off the whole arm.
Now it's Dr. Jekyll's.
Why would it revert back?
Oh, yeah, eat him.
That is a stone roof that he just got yeeted
No,
through.
it's pure wood.
Coming out of those
Weak
pants.
enough to break through, but it's also strong enough to hold both of their bodies.
I'm Michael Jackson, look at my baby.
He kind of reminds me of Shrek.
Is it the accent? It's definitely the accent.
It's the accent and some of the stuff he says. It's very Shreky.
That makes no sense.
Neither does the Batman grapple, to be fair. Why not just let go of the grapple?
How long is this? Oh my god, it came out of his body. Well, Jekyll's dead.
Oh,
That's
I love the
retarded.
CGI Rome. This looks pretty good.
They couldn't just shoot Rome. They had to
No, CG Rome.
Oh, he's going to confess. You had to go all the way to the Vatican for that.
It would be a nice reprieve.
Is he just this good the whole movie?
That's what they want out of him. They want a toned down performance. Whereas Brendan Fraser in that one, they wanted like a kooky guy.
What's the Mel Gibson movie where he has the hair like that?
Braveheart.
God,
Yeah,
you're
he
right.
looks like Braveheart.
Why are there so many buttons in this
It's a
confession chamber?
high-tech church from 1887.
It's an elevator, yeah. The secret underground little boy sweatshop of the Vatican.
I mean, they have that anyways.
Oh no.
There's a representative from every religion in this room.
So a priest, a rabbi, and the kid from Dragon Ball Evolution walk into a bar.
Boris Valerius,
We
Boris.
have an HD photo of him in 1887. We did this photo shoot yesterday.
He's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna try to pipe that during the movie.
Oh, Stephen Sommers, you son of a bitch.
That's how you shoot people in love.
Yep, you just play dramatic music while they just stare at each other. I'm pretty sure that's 90% of the Notebook.
Stephen Sommers, and I quote, loves the Universal Monster movies so much that he stalks women and hopes they just marry him.
He has a reverse mohawk. That's David Wenham.
Yep.
Alright, hot take. This is worse than his Iron Fist performance.
Oh, I disagree strongly.
And this looks like a pen, but it's actually a retractable blade.
Oh, what, Percy Jackson over here?
Oh boy, Gatling guns.
Why doesn't he bring that?
Vampires, gargoyles, warlocks, they're all the same.
Why would a vampire be anything like a warlock?
Is Hugh Jackman stupid in this?
Yeah.
He's also a world-class, like, monster hunter. Why would he not know that?
That's very useful. Yeah, he never uses it again, by the way.
Then what? You know what? I don't care.
That's a crossbow.
It's a repeating crossbow.
Oh.
I mean, Rudy could do that.
Rudy did do that, but with a
Yeah, but
regular
it took
bow.
him like 3 hours to load up a bow while she was slowly walking up to him.
I call it a grenade.
Alright, you guys ready for Not Larry Talbot?
It'll kill you.
That's my brother out there!
Oh, wow, you're acting.
That means it's not gonna kill
I
me.
had to explain how we're related. That way it looks like character development. It's okay, I just landed an impromptu backflip.
Find Falcon's gun! It has to be the silver bullet!
Why don't you all have silver bullets?
I agree.
They all
What
have
was the
regular
point of this
bullets.
plan if they only had regular bullets? Why are they even bothering to fire?
I love how the Wolfman looks in this, though.
I like the design, but it's very.
He doesn't look like a
Rubbery.
buff owl,
Yeah.
so that's an improvement.
It looks a little rubbery. Something. I would argue all the time. But
I'm glad it only chased her.
That is a short drop if that sound is right there.
That's my brother.
Oh no, it's like 500 feet.
The Yeet Man was wolfing at Mach 10. Wow, I cared about his character.
Yeah, remember when it was established?
No.
Me neither.
Back to Van Helsing, the character I care about.
This is a travel montage?
There's no horse noises, we're not transitioning yet.
What is this soundtrack? There's like a
having
sitar. Super dramatic, high-paced music as they casually walk into town.
Slowly.
Oh boy. So everyone was just casually carrying their axes while they walked in.
If they live close enough to both Frankenstein and the vampires and the Wolfman, then like, you're prepared for anything at any point.
Isn't that the guy from the first shot?
Yeah, that's the guy from the open.
Yeah.
Let me see your faces.
But you can see their faces, they're not hidden. You can see all of his face, you can see most of Hugh Jackman's face.
The laws of men mean little to me.
Same.
Aren't the wives supposed to be vampires too?
No, they're pterodactyls.
I'm glad they armed themselves.
Pitchforks and torches for flying bride vampires.
Spray and pray, Hugh Jackman. Just spray and fucking pray.
Well, I got 50,000 bullets. Might as
I'm
well
in
use
love.
them pretty liberally then.
I'm gonna leave my gun behind.
Love to.
Her hair changed color in the shot reverse shot. Whoop, 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 whoop,
Kobe.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Not the cow.
That might be
What
the
the
best shot in the
fuck?
whole movie so far.
The cow's just like, what the shit? You're gonna shoot her!
No, he's only gonna miss 80 times. Ah, it's the sun.
Oh yeah, remember overcast doesn't affect them.
That's stupid.
No, because now the sun is through the clouds.
Yeah, but that's not how the daytime works.
That's how sunlight works.
It's stupid.
But if they're out in overcast, the sun is still coming through the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very belittled. It's not like Dracula in 1979 where the sun was out in broad daylight.
It's gonna be the fucking cow.
UV rays are not completely 100% blocked by clouds.
Yeah, but they're very much belittled.
You can still get sunburn on a cloudy day.
Do you like to fly?
Oh, wow. Dude, you've missed every shot. You think you're gonna make a good one now?
He's gonna fire
Yes,
50
because
more.
plot convenience.
I don't understand anything that just happened. You know it's cold out, right?
They're
a vampire.
vampires.
That doesn't mean...
Yes, it does. They don't have the blood running through. They don't get cold.
Wouldn't that mean they get cold easier?
Stop your teasing, Mariska, and finish him!
Time to keep teasing him.
You want a Bloody Mary?
Hold the Mary.
Yeah, you want a bloody?
The last of the Valerious.
No, because House Valarian and House Celtigar are still Valerian
Well,
houses. People just don't
Paradela's
talk
still
about
alive.
them.
True, there's a city of 1,000 planets we're forgetting here.
Is that the Joker? Jesus Christ.
Still doing better than Jared Leto.
That's debatable. Yeah! See, I was right.
Thank God, the cow made it.
Why does everyone in this movie look like they're in My Chemical Romance?
His name is Van Helsing.
Ooh.
That means nothing.
Yeah, I don't know where we're all going.
Your reputation precedes you.
Literally everyone in this tiny nowhere town knows who you are. What are the mole people doing here?
Every time they're like trying to rope me in, they do something cool. It's just not good.
Do unto others before they do unto me.
Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to have a threesome.
Used to be a foursome. I'm pretty heartbroken about it, if I'm being honest.
Frankenstein!
Yeah, so the porn stars playing his wife suck.
Oh, they're falling in love because their hands touch. That's illegal.
It's my new invention. I call it chloroform.
Van Helsing.
Yes. Yes, that is the man you were literally just with. Am I going crazy? He looks like the guy who was Larry Talbot in Monster Squad. What? No,
Doing an interpretive dance.
I didn't know he was fucking Kevin Wendell James McAvoy. I'm transforming and that allows me to climb up the wall.
Ripping off the skin.
Jesus, that's actually cool. If he wasn't on the wall, I'd think that was really impressive.
Right, because there's nothing holding him down when he's moving all his limbs like that.
That's,
you know what I mean?
yeah, that's the one thing that's getting to me. If he was on the floor, that would have been infinitely better.
Why does it smell like wet dog in here?
This is why your dad likes Boromir better.
If anything, I have the hot take of loving this movie.
Hey, you know what? No, dude, power to you. I like Speed Racer.
Why do you...
This is my Speed Racer.
Is Slash a bad guy?
I mean, he looks like the bad guy, so he's probably the bad guy.
In classic Universal tradition, he's just being creepy as all hell for no reason.
You're choking me!
You sound really articulate for a bitch getting choked out.
He's a werewolf. He's gonna kill people.
He can't help it, it's not his fault!
I know, but he'll do it anyway.
Do you understand forgiveness?
No.
Oh.
What is she talking? He's a wolf man!
You tried to kill a werewolf at the beginning of the fucking movie, lady!
And why do we care about her brother at all? Because he was set up in one fucking scene.
He is Will Kemp.
I don't give a fuck about Will
shit.
Kemp. I want him to die even more now.
Ian Talbot. Dracula's monsters must be destroyed. Do you have any alcohol? Are they the mole people?
Yes, they look like mole people. In universal fashion,
Yes.
I'm hoping that Frankenstein's monster is the best part of the movie.
Honest to God, Frankenstein's monster is really close to the book. He's articulate, he just wants to live, that's his whole shtick. Like, I'm shocked how good this version of Frankenstein's monster is.
The only thing I don't like the design at all.
It, like, the kind of like, the
Cyborg
brain.
design.
Literal
Do not
cyborg.
like that.
The guy playing Dracula is having a time of his life right now.
I think he sucks. I think the transformations of the werewolf are very impressive.
Yeah, those are nice. I don't like the werewolf when he's moving because he looks very rubbery at times.
I would rather die than help you.
The Wolfman just said, "I'd rather die." I think that's very indicative of the Wolfman's character.
I've been complimenting the performances in lieu of you guys. That performance is really bad.
Why is Will Kemp in this? Why is Richard Roxburgh in anything?
He's good.
He's not good.
I kind of like his Dracula, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like his Dracula at all.
It's corny and sinister.
That's not what I want from Dracula. I want sinister but not corny.
Who's the best character in the movie?
Because we haven't seen Frankenstein yet, Van Helsing himself.
I don't think Hugh Jackman's doing good at all.
Are they his spawn?
One guy alone with 3 beautiful women for 400 years.
But he's clearly not Dozer.
I'm going to take off my protective glove, sift through with my raw human hand.
This is turning me on. They look like the little monsters in, what was it, Harry Potter 2? They, like, hang Neville from the chandelier.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things.
No, those look good.
You're a better shot with a shotgun than you are with a crossbow.
That's true, he fired 5,000 rounds and got 10 in.
Well, that's not good.
Gee, this is a little bit upsetting.
This is a mild inconvenience.
I can tell the character of a man by the sound of his heartbeat.
Ian, what do you think your character would be based on your heartbeat?
Autistic?
The one time they're not all armed to the fucking teeth.
It's no surprise you would know about me.
Yes, but it's much more than this.
I will make you into my bride.
I'm about to rip my skin off again. He's like a Russian doll. It's just infinitely werewolf inside of man inside of werewolf. Why is he stronger than the cross?
I don't like how he's more powerful than all of the things that stop him. He literally got staked through the heart with silver.
It's the same way that I don't like that Dracula in 1979 can sometimes go out in the sun.
Yeah, but Dracula 79 is more inconsistent. This is very clearly setting up that Dracula can avoid those things.
The wives are the worst parts of the movie.
How can I ever repay you?
You can give me head.
That's literally...
He literally is. What are the porn stars doing?
We've shot him, stabbed him, clubbed him, sprayed him with holy water, staked him through the heart, and still he lives. Do you understand?
This is bullshit.
I think it stems back to the problem of Dracula has very exploitable weaknesses.
Yes, but making him have none at all
I
doesn't
understand.
fix it.
I understand. I'm just saying that's the problem with adapting Dracula nowadays. Is he doesn't seem as compelling because everyone's
Just
like,
hold up a cross and walk directly into the
again, like my plan, like when we were like, oh, how will you take down Dracula? I'm gonna wear a cross and I'm gonna go in there with a fuck ton of silver weapons and shoot until he stops moving.
So you got top, right?
You got top, bottom, and everything in between. Well, he's completely clothed. Oh, she is too.
Yeah, I just lost my virginity.
Yes! Fucking trap door. Oh, it's the wolf. The wolf's the only way to be finished.
One
like
fish,
a-
two fish.
it's-
I'm a werewolf.
It's a wolf, but a man.
Some kind of Lon Chaney Jr.
Holy shit. Am I on that acid that I invented? What the fuck was that? They just yote into their fucking transformation.
Remember when you said it was like the Harry Potter movies?
Dracula's children.
You already awakened them last night.
Those were from only one bride.
They were like giant spawn eggs. Do they like vomit them up?
Don't go down that road, Mud. You're not gonna like where you get the answer from.
Those girls are ruined.
No, because they have
Much like real porn stars.
healing powers, so they would just their vagina right back to
You're only
tight.
making things worse. Are they other pterodactyl forms when it happens?
Nothing is faster than Transylvanian horses.
Bullshit. I bet Brendan Fraser is.
Transilva.
Are they gonna fly over the bridge?
I think the horses are gonna jump. Doesn't make sense because horses stop when they see a cliff.
This sucks.
God, I was right.
What is this, Santa?
We must not let the creature be destroyed!
Yes, we know. That's why you're there.
Her heart's out.
We gotta restate our motivations really quickly. Here, I'll take the wheel. You take everything else. How deep is this cliff? If Dracula chased them down instead, he'd get hit and then be fine and then take care of it anyway.
Shrapnel does not go directly where you want it. That had a chance of hitting her, maybe.
Who builds a road on the edge of a cliff that's 5,000 feet deep?
Say goodbye to your balls, Hugh Jackman. Werewolves in the fire.
Wow, what a stylistic choice of that's gonna look cool in the trailer. Kill him. Die. Thank God.
See you in Scorpion King 4 on Monday.
I'm sick that day.
You killed him!
Yes! That
done.
was never not his intention.
That's the correct thing to do with a werewolf.
There's still 50 minutes left in this movie. Hey, look who's out during the sun again.
The other scene I think was blue enough. This scene, no, it's definitely sunny enough. I think it's bull.
I think both of them were sunny enough and it's bullshit. There should be no circumstance of sun where the vampire should be able to be out. I want to give the brides 0 out of 10. Because they don't do anything.
They all
that I
suck.
like.
Now you will become that which you've hunted so passionately.
And now you've become the
thanks,
very
Star
thing
Wars.
you swore to destroy.
Yeah.
I will do what I must.
Look at this scene right here. Now you can see that Stephen Sommers decided to dress him up like a dumb jester for comedic effect because they're going to a ball later. They're also in a graveyard, which reflects the dark side. It's like comedy and tragedy.
Oh, true.
And this is why Stephen Sommers is one of the best directors of all time. Oh, that's Frankenstein with his vocal cords of an opera singer.
There they are.
There they are. The only two people who don't have their masks on. Why is there a trapeze artist?
Don't we make a lovely couple?
Where did everyone go? They're all vampires?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Dracula has this ball rigged.
That's cool.
I love The Greatest Showman. Why did that hurt him?
The vampires, every time something mild happens on the side, they flip out and it needs their full attention.
Who plays the Frankenstein monster?
Schuler Hensley.
I don't know who that is.
No one does.
Oh, we gotta watch this again.
The painting's not gonna do the
Son
thing again,
of
don't
a
worry.
bitch. Why not?
I can't finish the inscription. Your father didn't have this.
Yeah, alright. Does he turn into a glass sex doll?
Like Neo in The Matrix.
Turtleneck.
Her hair is just as immaculate as Hugh Jackman's.
Did he stay home? Is he not coming? He doesn't want to go?
Why would Friar Carl
I would go with you, but I don't want to. It's for comedy.
That's why they're lingering so long on that shot.
Laugh, audience. Misa stepped in doo-doo.
Lisa in big shit this time. You want up?
Just transform if you're gonna transform. Oh my god.
Jesus, he plowed.
There's a lot of dripping nut.
The sad part is, Ian's right.
Why is he frozen in a block of ice?
It's a reference to Meets the Wolfman when he was in ice. And I think like half of the House movies, maybe.
You know, if anything, becoming a werewolf's only been better for him. He's been more
Absolutely.
effective at his job.
He's better than he ever was with his regular inventions.
Going to take these two and lead them to the antidote.
No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Alright, best character in the movie, I'm gonna argue Igor.
Igor's fantastic.
They're gonna kiss because there's no setup.
Why would you think that they're gonna kiss?
Is
Ian?
this-
Is it because it's shot and it's like a really tender moment?
And he's like holding her very closely, very tightly, and not letting her walk away.
Where's the music in the background? There it is.
Yep, music, staring. Boom.
Wasn't it just snowing 2 seconds ago?
Now it's thundering and snowing. Maybe if I dig my hand into all of Dracula's children, I'll peel them all out.
Just really casually, just one-hand it.
Yeah.
And, like, not even really try.
It'll take about 5 hours, but I think I can do it. How was this castle even built?
She reminds me a lot of Rachel Weisz in The Mummy 2. Specifically the second one.
When the brides are in the movie, I think they're even... The movie gets worse retroactively.
LJG Wentworth! 877 cash now! My nut will grow!
I miss Dozer.
Dozer wouldn't even need electricity. What the shit? I'm only mildly upset I'm falling to my certain death.
Not letting go of my taser stick either, it'll help me.
I'm also not changing my facial expression because the prosthetic teeth make that impossible.
Oh, they're playing Batman Arkham.
There are some parts of this movie where I'm like, alright, maybe it's not that bad. And then something happens.
Usually involving the brides. Right?
Oh, baby. I love the design of the werewolf in this. I love it. Fuck me up.
What am I watching?
We're watching the end fight from Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
They're throwing vases
When
at
does
each
Dracula
other.
throw a vase?
If Dracula in that form throws a giant-ass vase at the Wolfman, I might give it a higher score than I'm gonna give it. Shouldn't the rest of the bridge fall?
The castle physics make no sense anyway. A bridge could not be that thin without any kind of like suspension on top.
Okay, no. So, that means Frankenstein swung up to get into that room.
That room changed locations in the castle.
Oh my god.
I mean, I know it's a weird hill to die on, but like, what the
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to kill someone, kill them. Don't stand there talking about it.
I've been thinking it the whole movie. I've been thinking that through 50 of these movies.
It's okay, they acknowledged it. Why does he keep transforming back?
Son of a bitch!
Oh,
The Phantom Menace thing again!
there goes this nut.
No!
Goodbye, Gene. I'll always love you.
Oh, yeah.
That's very funny.
That's
Yep.
nearly 2 years after this point.
Just as good as that one.
I disagree strongly.
Ah, you're right. X3 might be better.
I disagree
I agree with
strongly.
Ian. I think I'd prefer to watch X3.
Well, you guys are very wrong.
Oh, where are the frames?
They died with the
They died
Kate
with the
Beckinsale.
They had,
Beckinsale,
they had
yeah.
to give some to the Scorpion King movie because they ran out of frames too.
Where the fuck are they?
You know, I watched it when I was a kid, and I was like, fun! And now I watched it again. It's like Jake's Batman and Robin thing, where you liked it when you were a kid, then you watched it as an adult, and you're like, no.
To my credit, it had Batman in it, so naturally I loved it.
Is Frankenstein just leaving on a fucking raft?
That's what he did in the book too.
Yeah, that is what he did in the book.
Yeah, but he also went off to die in the book.
Fair, but he's going off to live. It's a nice little reversal.
I like that. That's a good send-off to a character that wasn't in the movie enough.
I agree. See, this Frankenstein is so much better than a lot of the other Frankensteins on screen. As a character.
He's not in it enough for me to think he's
Good or
too
bad?
great of a
No,
character.
but the character that you did see on screen, are you going to say that that's worse than a Frankenstein who's a plot device to kill everyone?
He wasn't used enough, sadly.
Well, that usually means that
sadly.
you like the character. So,
I don't hate the character. I can't say he's better or worse, though.
is
'cause
she a
again,
smoke apparition now?
It's like Jared Leto's Joker. He's not in it enough.
You
for me
can
to say I
kind of
like
see
him
the
or
green
not.
screen on his hair.
She's not a smoke apparition.
No,
she's
this is where
fire.
she comes back as Hayden Christensen.
Great.
Remember who you are, Simba.
Yeah, put the soundtrack over this moment so we feel something. Because we're not feeling anything without it. So this is a 3 or a 4, and I'm not giving it anything higher.
I'm gonna give this movie a 2.
I didn't like Hugh Jackman in this movie, and that's a really big surprise.
He was fine.
He didn't do anything.
Good, but he wasn't bad.
Any actor could have been there, and it would have been the same movie. I didn't like Dracula, like, at all. Frankenstein's character was really nice.
I think I'd give this movie a higher score if the brides weren't in it. The
Yeah,
brides are the
100%.
worst fucking part of this movie. They're
Oh my God.
horrific.
Or at least rewrite the brides so that they're not
They're not
awful.
so over dramatic all the fucking time.
I didn't even like the way they looked, actually. They looked more
They
like
all
gargoyles than vampires. The effects were very hit or miss.
Jake,
Straight
what's
up
your out of
sunlight.
10?
This movie to me will never not be a 10. That being said, as a critic, 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Wow.
That's like...
Wow, Chief.
Yeah,
that
a lot
means
of parts
there's-
worked for me. Most of this movie worked really well for me.
This is probably the biggest spread we've ever had for a review.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 7.
Where'd the
Who's the fourth guy?
Someone's credited as Top Hat.
Yeah, that's the guy with the top hat.
Slash!
They named him-
Slash!
they named him the
He doesn't have a
character.
real name.
You guys ready for the next one?
No.
The Mummy 3, Return of the Dragon Emperor or something.